is going to come. And years later, centuries later, prophet after prophet was looking at this small tree that was sprouting, and they were prophesying, one day it will blossom. One day the rose will come out. One day whatever God has promised is going to be materialized. So prophet after prophet was looking at this. The seed, the tree was, the bush or the rose tree was growing, but yet a seed, yet a flower bud has to come. But then everybody was hopeful. And 2000 years ago, on a starry day in Bethlehem, this rose plant put forth a small bud. Small bud. And it was so unique. You know, the birth of Jesus, for many people, it is unique. You ask them why, they may say so many reasons. But I want to tell you, the birth of Jesus was not unique at all. His birth was like anybody else's. You know why I say? As a doctor, we'll always say a birth is normal when a lady carries the child in her womb for 9 months and 7 days plus or minus 3 or 4 days. And born normally, no cesarean section, no forceps. Then we call it a full-term normal delivery. That's how the medical world classifies it. So when Jesus was born, nobody claims that he was in Mary's womb for an year or an year and a half. No. Nobody claims that after she conceived, 10th day, she brought forth a child. No. It was a normal delivery. The world has no doubt about it. Full-term normal delivery. So if the birth of Jesus was on the whole a normal delivery, what is so unique about it? There are so many things we can say, especially the one that his birth was foretold years and centuries before he was born. You see, it is calculated that if anybody's birth in this world has been foretold, or at least there are 5 predictions or prophecies about the birth of a person, 5 prophecies, the chances are, the probability is, it will be 1 in 10 to the power of 17. That means, only if somebody prophesies, suppose I prophesy, I look at a woman and say, in 2014, in the city of Minneapolis, at 12:15 p.m. on Friday evening, you will deliver a child, and all these things come true, the chances are it must be 1 in 10 to the power of 17. But about Jesus, not 5 prophecies, but more than 300 prophecies have been told, not only about his birth, but his life, everything. So even take it as 5. You know what is 1? The chances of 1 10 to the power of 17 means, there's a professor called Josh McDowell, he has written in a book, Evidence That Demands a Verdict. He says 1 10 to the power of 17 means, if you fill the whole surface area, land area of Texas with a silver coin, 1 inch deep, the whole surface area of Texas packed with a silver coin 1 inch deep, and then you put all these coins into a grinder. Only 1 coin you mark and put it in a grinder. Then call a man, blindfold him, and ask him to stand in the midst of this bundle of coins, and then ask him to pick up that correct coin. What are the chances? That is what is called 1 in 10 to the power of 17. So if somebody says, somebody can still say, okay, whatever has been predicted about Jesus might come true, still there is a chance. So even that is not unique. His birth process is not unique. The way his birth was predicted, somebody can say it is probable. There is still a probability, possibility of some people prophesying and coming true. But what is strange is not his process of birth, but his conception. You see, after I became a follower of the Lord Jesus Christ, many people have asked me, hey, so many things are, you say you are a follower of Jesus. How as a doctor you can believe a virgin can give birth to a child? Is it ever possible? If Jesus has not really spoken to me and I have not been directly touched by him, even I would have been a victim to such a suspicion. But because the Lord has already worked in my heart, the only answer that I used to give is, with God everything is possible. God is almighty, everything is possible. This answer was okay till 1984, at least to save my skin. But in 1984 something happened. Scientists for the first time in the world produced a child without a sexual union of the male and female through a process called cloning. For the first time, without the sexual union of a male and female, an offspring was produced. It was a goat, okay, but then they proved to the world it is possible. In our human body, we have two types of cells. One is called the body cells. They go to make all the organs. The other is called the sex cells. The difference is, the usual body cells has what you call inside their cell nucleus 46 chromosomes. These chromosomes are the gene carriers, 46. But the sex cells contain only 23. So, in sexual union, the 23 cells of the male sperm and 23 cells of the female egg unite to form a 46 cell embryo which grows into a child. That is a normal process, to put it in the most simplest form. But in cloning, what scientists have done is, they have taken the ovum, that is a female cell, sex cell, removed the whole nucleus. That means the only shell is there empty. 23 chromosomes have been removed. And what they did is, they imposed 46 chromosomes from another cell. And through a process, a very laborious process, very complicated, technologically very advanced process and all, they treated the cell in such a way that the cell goes for hibernation sometime for some period during which these 46 chromosomes have been imposed. And when it wakes up, it feels that it is already fertilized, and these 46 chromosomes grow into a child. This is called cloning, which means normal 23 plus 23 is 46, but in cloning 46 plus 0 is 46. Arithmetic, it is correct. But what the world has been shown is, a child can be produced without a sexual union. But the greatest, what I should say, it is not a side, what an extra knowledge that we have received by cloning is, when any child is born in this world, that means that includes you and me, everybody, every child born in the world, we have always inherited characters from father and mother, right? When a child is born in this world, somebody goes to see, the first thing they look at the child, I say, nose is like the father, mouth is like the mother, something. This is what the usual comment. It looks like a father, mother. But no child born in this world is 100% father or 100% mother, neither in their character nor in their physical appearance. They are always a mixture of, even identical twins, they have their own differences. That means they inherit both from father and mother. But in a cloning process, what happens is, the mother is only the carrier. Because all the 46 chromosomes with all the gene components, it comes from a different source. The mother does not contribute anything genetically to the child. She only carries it. Which again means, a cloned child is 100% the father. Two things. A child can be born without a sexual union. Two, the child that is born like that will have 100% the genetic character of the Father. That is Jesus. When Mary decided to empty herself, the nucleus is the, what I call the crown of a cell. If you take the nucleus out, it's only a shell. So when Mary has decided to empty herself, Angel Gabriel said, the Spirit of the Lord will overshadow you.